What if I told you, success isn't built on luck, talent, or even being born rich? It's built on a few simple rules anyone can follow. I didn't believe this at first. At 37, I felt stuck. My job was draining me, bills were piling up, and I kept wondering, maybe success just isn't for me. But then I discovered 5 golden rules that the world's most successful people live by. And out of desperation, I decided to test them just for 1 week. What happened next changed my life more than I expected. The first rule was clarity. I remember sitting in front of a notebook one morning. The page was blank, but my head was full of noise. Thoughts of money, career, health, relationships, all jumbled together. And then I asked myself one question. What do I really want from life? It wasn't easy. At first, my pen didn't move. But slowly, words began to flow. Freedom, health, impact, peace. In that moment, I realized something powerful. Most of us drift through life like ships without a compass. We chase money without knowing why. We work hard but don't know what we're working toward. Clarity is like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, everything makes sense. I wrote down a vision, where I wanted to be in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years. It didn't have to be perfect, but it gave me direction. And I remembered what Steve Jobs once said, if you are working on something exciting, something you truly believe in, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. That day, I stopped being pushed by circumstances and started being pulled by my vision. The second rule hit me the hardest: discipline. See, I used to wait for motivation. I thought one day I'd wake up feeling like it. But here's the truth. Motivation is a visitor, not a resident. It shows up sometimes, but never stays. Discipline is what makes you show up even when you don't feel like it. One morning, my alarm rang at 5:30. It was cold. I was tired. My brain whispered, stay in bed, you deserve rest. But then I remembered the second rule. Don't wait to feel like it. Just do it anyway. So I got up. I went for a run. And something strange happened. 10 minutes later, I felt awake, alive, even excited. That's when it clicked. Motivation didn't start my run. Action did. And action created motivation. Discipline became my superpower. Because every small act of discipline, waking up, writing, exercising, stacked together like bricks, building the foundation of success. It reminded me of a story about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He once said, success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. And he's right. Discipline is consistency. And consistency builds greatness. The third rule was focus. We live in a world where our attention is under attack. Social media, notifications, endless scrolling. And for me, distraction was always just one click away. So I decided to test this rule. I set my phone in another room, closed every extra tab on my laptop, and set a timer for 2 hours. The first 15 minutes were torture. My brain screamed, check your phone. Maybe someone texted. Maybe you're missing out. But I resisted. And then, the magic happened. I entered what experts call flow state. Ideas connected faster. Work that usually dragged on for hours was done in half the time. By the end, I wasn't drained. I was energized. That's when I realized, in today's distracted world, focus isn't just a habit. It's a superpower. I remembered reading that Warren Buffett and Bill Gates were once asked to write down the single most important word behind their success. Both wrote the same thing: focus. Think about that. Not intelligence, not opportunity, but focus. It's not about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing it with absolute attention. For most of my life, I believed learning stopped after school. Degrees, certificates, grades. I thought that was the finish line. But then I started noticing something strange. The people who rise the highest, they never stop learning. Warren Buffett spends most of his day buried in books. Elon Musk didn't go to rocket science school. He taught himself through endless reading. Bill Gates once admitted he takes entire reading vacations, locking himself away with nothing but books. So I tried something simple. I replaced 1 hour of mindless scrolling with 1 hour of real reading. At first, it felt impossible. My fingers itched for my phone. My brain kept wandering. But slowly, page by page, something shifted. My mind felt sharper. Ideas began to connect. Problems I'd been stuck on for weeks suddenly had solutions hiding between the lines. And then it hit me. This is why the rich keep getting richer. It's not just money. It's because they keep feeding their minds while the rest of us feed on distractions. That night, I came across a line from Jim Rohn that I'll never forget. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. When I closed the book, I wasn't just smarter. I felt richer because I had started investing in the greatest asset I'll ever own, myself. The fifth and final rule was relationships. I'll be honest, I used to think success was a solo journey. Work hard, grind alone, prove yourself. But then I noticed, every successful person surrounds themselves with the right people. Mentors, friends, peers who push them higher. So I tested it. I reached out to a mentor I admired. I reconnected with an old friend. I even had a coffee meeting with someone who shared my goals. And something incredible happened. One conversation gave me a new perspective. Another sparked a fresh idea. A third connected me to an opportunity one never even imagined. That's when I understood. Your network isn't just your net worth. It's your net growth. Because no matter how strong you are alone, together, you become unstoppable. After 1 week, I didn't become a millionaire, but I became richer in clarity, discipline, focus, knowledge, and relationships. And I realized success isn't luck. It's rules. Timeless, golden rules. And here's the truth. These rules won't change your life in one day. But if you live by them every day, they will change your life forever. If this inspired you, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to WiseSignal for more real-life experiments. And tell me in the comments, which of these 5 golden rules will you try first? Your journey to success starts now.